Yeah, Chin, we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
God,
cut my own hair.
Quit yelling at us, Chin.
Yeah.
What, dude?
Cut my own hair again because I'm part of a roll club, as you know.
Oh, what?
I'm sorry. I'm in an underground roll club now. So.
Roll?
Yeah, I roll. So.
You roll what?
Grappling, not jiu-jitsu, grappling in general. So sambo, it's Greco.
Oh, so you're so into fighting stuff. You must watch the fights this weekend. What was your favorite fight?
See, here's the thing.
Who would you give knockout of the night to?
Okay, hold on for a sec. I know,
but just who was your favorite? How about Sean O'Malley?
I know.
Can you believe he lost?
Sean O'Malley got submitted.
Crazy.
Fucking nuts. It's so
Dude, how about Cody Garbrandt? 3-fight losing
He got
streak?
fucking submitted too.
Again.
What's with this jiu-jitsu shit, huh, guys?
Can you believe Amanda Nunes lost?
I couldn't believe that, but she won. Now, don't try to catch it. Here's the thing. All
those guys won.
I was in Huntington Beach, and I was doing my thing, and with my kids, we were attacking the waves. And then,
you surf at night?
Well, then we went to a fish place.
Okay,
with the
for
kids
dinner?
and my other friends. Yeah,
That'd probably be
Blue
6.
and his kids.
All right, that's about 6 o'clock.
I talked to an ocean safety expert, by the way.
Get your hand on my face.
Because I roll.
I don't care what fish you've been hanging out with.
Because I roll, right? So I roll. I grapple. So I'm getting less and less afraid of you. I really am. Now,
I hate to do this right now, but
what?
I'm staring at your hair.
Yeah.
And it's annoying me.
Yeah.
And Hims asked me for you not to say that you take their product.
Don't say that. You can see that I have a full head of hair. It's just not as thick as it could be, like yours.
You look like a baby ostrich.
Okay. I don't like what you said. Now listen. A couple things. I talked to an ocean safety expert.
Have you ever seen a baby ostrich?
Yeah. Talked to an ocean safety expert. Asked him about riptides. I got a lot of questions about riptides.
And not sharks?
I'll get to sharks.
Okay.
He said, don't fight them. Chin, what the fuck, man?
I'm just sorry.
Don't pull up baby ostrich, man, when I'm fucking making a point.
You scroll down?
You're being disrespectful.
Looks like the far left there.
You guys are being...
See, that's kind of loose.
That's disrespectful. That's fucking disrespectful.
Carry on, baby ostrich.
No, don't call me that. So anyway, I was asking about riptides. Anybody out there, you get caught in a riptide, it's not going to pull you under. You're going to be fine. Let it take you.
I've already covered this.
I know. Let it take you, and then swim diagonal. Just relax.
Parallel, yes.
And then he said, "I got a bone to pick with Shab, with your boy Shab. Tell him that when you see seals in the water,
that means sharks are around.
That means there are no sharks." And I go, "What?" He was yelling at me. I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Because seals know when they're sharks, and they get the fuck out of there. So when you see seals, it's good news. Get in the water."
Hold on.
When seals are not there, it's sketchy as fuck. And I was like, that makes sense.
Well,
that makes sense.
Does it make sense?
Yeah, it does.
And he's an expert?
Yeah, he's a water
expert like Fauci?
He's a water safety expert.
Okay, so let's talk about
full disclosure. He's just a lifeguard and he's 22.
Oh wow! So you tell this 22-year-old fuck? Listen, Baywatch.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. What do you think sharks eat? What do they eat?
Yeah, they eat seals and other fish.
They eat seals, right?
Yeah.
So when there's a group of seals around, what do you think would bring the sharks near the seals?
Now I agree with that. Personally, if I see seals, I'm not going anywhere near that. But this ocean safety expert is 22 and is a lifeguard.
Oh, you know what's? Oh God, I hate to do this to this Baywatch bitch, dude.
Don't call him a Baywatch bitch.
I'm sorry.
I don't like that.
Listen, little Baywatch.
But he's very thick and blonde.
Well, he's skinny and blonde because you can't be thick.
No, very
as a lifeguard.
thick. He's too
can't
thick.
Be thick.
He's too thick.
Okay, so
he's all ass and tits.
All right, well, I'll get him a bike and shut the fuck up. Here's the thing. Kelly Slater told me seal. You gotta be worried about it.
No. You did?
Yeah.
Got that?
Huh?
Surfer.
Yeah. Surfers told me this.
I said that?
Yep. This kid's 22.
Yeah.
You put on your Tropicana suntan lotion.
Okay.
And you shut
Okay.
your young
Tell him
mouth.
to put sunblock because he's super blonde.
Oh, he's blonde?
Yeah, you know him. Loki. Blue Sun.
Oh, I know him.
Yeah. Great kid. I love him to death.
He's a lifeguard in the...
Oh, he was a lifeguard for like a Long Beach.
Oh, doesn't count. Oh, I know.
Hey, Loki, what the fuck? Yeah. Thick as shit. Yeah.
He looks like a Nazi. You talking about that kid?
Yeah.
Blonde
Blonde as fuck.
Nazi.
So blue eyes.
Yeah.
Such blue eyes.
He looks like the leader of Antifa. Listen.
No, he's not the leader of Antifa.
No, he looks like it.
No, because they're anti-fascist.
I know, but they look like him.
No, they're not that blonde and blue eyed.
Some are.
He looks more like Hitler Youth. But he's not, of course. He's
Hitler
not.
would protect him.
Yes. He's like
the point is, you're too thick to be a lifeguard. Quit calling yourself a lifeguard. Also, your dad's stationed in where? Kazakhstan or some shit?
Places. Don't worry about it.
Oh, yeah? Different places. But he's also near Iraq. How much lifeguarding is going on?
No.
Over
He
there?
was here in Huntington. He grew up.
Oh, he stayed
spent
here.
a lot of time in Huntington. And Monterey, where there are a lot of great whites.
A lot of great whites. There was a great white attack, right?
Yeah, recently.
Like yesterday.
Oh yeah,
yesterday?
it bit the kayak, right?
No, the guy died, and then the shark took off, and then they're like, oh, well, let's save that guy, and the shark went, well, what's this here?
What the fuck is this?
It's Australia.
What's this here?
In Australia?
Yep. Sufferer dies after being bit by a great white shark nearly 10 feet long. And those people go, well, let's save the guy, and the shark went, well, there's more targets, and he started chasing them.
Is that true? Oh my god, that scares the fuck out of me. Wait,
10 a.m. on Sunday.
shark swimming along the coast of
50-year-old male has been fatally attacked by a shark. You think they're blaming it on Corona?
Damn.
Corona jokes.
Fuck, man.
Until we stop wearing masks and keep making.
I'm not surfing there. I know it's rare. I'm still not surfing there. There's got to have drones. Can't they have drones to just look for this shit all the time?
They do. What do you? That's their home.
I know it's true. They're like, don't swim here because we saw a shark, but come back tomorrow. Like
The shark's like, that's
yeah.
where I live,
That's
dude.
a big fucking shark.
I guess they jumped in the water to save the guy, and the shark went, oh, what do we have here? Isn't it weird when people jump in the water to save the guy? The shark's like, this is too easy.
Oh, there's a handful of fatal shark attacks in Australia. All right.
Yeah.
We want to be careful of that. We just do.
I wish there was video of it.
Well, there's
that's
a
the world
morbid
crazy.
curiosity, right?
But it's
that.
also, it's a bit scary.
It's so scary. Things bigger than the jet ski. I mean, no thanks.
But
By the way, that's
what
only
they
10
do.
feet. You got old Gray who can get up to 25
That's
feet.
a baby.
Okay.
That's a baby.
25 feet. Whoa.
What?
In April, a shark fatally mauled a 23-year-old wildlife worker on the Great Barrier Reef. Again, the reef is not good.
Have you ever, you know how they have odds? Obviously, all statistics are skewed. But people are like, you're more likely to get hit by lightning than die
Don't care.
by a shark. Well, hold on. You're more likely to get hit by lightning than die from corona if you're under 36, no underlying health conditions. That's a real one. But you're more likely to die by your odds go up. If you're a surfer, you're there every day.
Of
The
course-
odds are
of
way
course
different.
they do.
So for all those surfers, like, dude, you're more likely to die on the way driving here. If you live in the water, your odds go sky. So
Yeah,
those
yeah.
odds are for like
Yeah.
you and me. I haven't been to the beach
Well,
in a hot
maybe
second.
the reason they're so rare is because we don't spend human beings don't spend a lot of time in the water, especially cold water where there are great whites, unless you're a surfer, and then you're on a board and all that. But, I would imagine if you're swimming around all the time, something's going to happen. Yeah,
Be a
yeah,
bad
man.
way to go.
it'd be a bad way to go. I mean, if there are seals, they do take off. So there was a guy who got his leg bitten off by a great white. He was scuba diving with seals, and he said, and all of a sudden they just disappeared. They just all went, toom, they scattered.
And he's all, oh, that's
And he
weird.
goes, that's weird. Shush! Because old Gray came in and went, and it was a 20 footer. I'll take that.
Well, he thought,
Yeah, go ahead and give me that leg.
God damn.
That is very scary. There's something about being in the water. You can't
Now I'm
see
going to
it.
ask this question, and I know the answer, but it'll get us somewhere.
Sure.
Did you see the BruceLee documentary, Be Water?
I did not see the Bruce Lee documentary.
Have you watched Last
Because
Dance?
you're asking
Have
me
you
to
watched
watch-
Last Dance yet?
No, because
Did you see the Lance Armstrong one?
no. Those are two things. But I'm going to. Now, here's the
What
thing.
would you say you do? You haven't seen Be Water?
I haven't seen Me Water because
It's gonna get-
I feel like it's a documentary about an actor, but I know it's more than that.
It's going to get, well, when I was watching it, that's why I want to ask you to watch it, because as I'm watching it, I looked at my girl, I go, Brian's going to see this and it's going to validate his point. He's a childhood actor. He was
know
a child
that.
star.
I know a lot
When
about
he
it.
was 4, he
He was in the
started being in
circus,
movies.
the Chinese circus,
No,
is that right? Or that was Jackie Chan, actually. That was Jackie Chan.
How dare you?
No.
No, his dad was
Was
in
a-
the business, and his
yes.
dad put him in movies. He had like speaking role. He's like 4, but he grew up as a child actor, star actor.
Yes, he did. He'd been
And then when he
acting
was
forever.
18,
There he is,
he went to San Francisco. Or I'm sorry, when he was like 2, he went to San Francisco. And then
Right.
came back. So
Yes, then he came back to Hong Kong,
But
I
it's gonna-
think.
yeah.
And then started in movies, and then
then came out here to try
yes.
to make it in movies.
He'd
Dad
been
gave him
acting his
$100
whole life.
whole life. And then then
What? I'm sorry to
then he was
interrupt. Wasn't somebody in his family was white? Am I wrong?
His wife.
His mom.
His wife. No.
Is he?
No,
yeah,
he's
no.
white as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, his mom.
half white.
He's mixed.
Yeah, his mom's not all white. She's mixed.
Okay.
Yeah,
She's like half Asian, half white, and her
gotcha.
dad's straight up from Chinese.
Okay.
From
gotcha,
China.
Gotcha.
But yeah. So he was huge over in
Yes.
Hong Kong. He's like,
Yes.
I'm gonna try and make it in Hollywood. Goes to Hollywood. Doesn't go great for him. He did get it. He did land on the Green Hornet.
Yep, I remember that very well.
It's crazy how he got the Green Hornet. He was doing a demonstration in Long Beach, and there was a stylist there, a haircut stylist, who was like, "Oh, this guy's great." And he cuts the hair of this big guy who owns, I think, Warner Brothers. He was cutting the guy who made decisions at Warner Brothers. And he goes, "I know you're looking for an Asian actor, fill the keto or whatever. What's keto? Kato role. This guy might be good." And they bring him in, and they show his audition. Jesus Christ.
Really?
Well, they didn't realize since he was 4, he's been in front of a camera.
Oh, yeah.
So they thought he was just going to be doing this. Dude, they bring him in, and they bring him some white guy, and he goes, "Show some of your moves." And he just knows what he's doing. And it's like, but he's so like
quick, and they've never seen anything.
But it's not even quick, but he's so like entertaining because he's doing it and he's talking, he's dropping these philosophical lines on him. And they're like, Jesus Christ. So he gets that. And then the ratings weren't going good.
If you've ever watched him, I think I've watched every one of his episodes. I used to be obsessed. He doesn't have a lot of lines. A lot of times he's just sitting there doing karate.
No, he wrote to the director and was like, "Hey, it should be good. He's not a sidekick. They're a team. He should have more lines." They gave him some lines, but when you realize the racism he dealt with,
oh my God,
it's nuts.
Oh my God,
nuts.
You ever see how they describe an Asian person in Breakfast at Tiffany's? They're doing this
that's
with
what he
teeth,
said.
and
he went to the movies with his girlfriend at the time, his soon-to-be wife after that, who was white. They went there, and he's like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Oh, it's so bad.
So bad. His death is super suspect. Super suspect.
Yeah.
Even his son who died. I know we're not the biggest conspiracy theorists, but when you look into that, even his son, Brandon Lee, who died, goes,
look at that.
Yeah, I know.
That's a white guy pretending to be.
Yeah, and that's what they usually did.
It's so humiliating.
But they, even his son Brandon Lee says, he's murdered by the Chinese mafia, and so he it didn't. The excuse that he was allergic to aspirin doesn't make sense because his father took aspirin his entire life.
I don't know why the Chinese
Now, he did get his sweat glands taken out because he didn't like how much you sweat on camera. He could sweat through his pits and stain his shirt because he's sweating so much. So he got those taken out.
Is that true?
And then a week
Can
before,
you do that?
Yeah, so a week before he died, he passed out because it was so hot because he got sweat glands removed. And so when he died, it was the hottest day of the year and he's doing all this stuff.
Are you sure he had a sweat glands?
That's
Is that
the
what
rumor.
They say? I don't think
Strange
so.
but true.
Strange but true. Has sweat glands removed from his underpits. According to reports, Lee didn't have them removed for any medical reasons or because they're from excessive sweating. He did it because on camera he looked bad. Wow. He also got circumcised at, I think, 18 or 19.
22.
Well, that's weird. Why?
Because he wanted more American.
Yeah.
Now he also, I go down these weird rabbit holes where I want the dark stuff about these people. So with Bruce Lee, he also liked the women.
He did like
he was
the women.
the most famous guy in China.
That's right.
And then they asked him.
That's surprising.
Well, they asked him if he had any, they go, a lot of people with your fame, there's a lot of temptation. And he said, I forget the exact line, but he goes, I was bad, but I wasn't as bad as a lot of other guys.
Well, he was 33 when he died?
32, I think.
Okay, so as young as fuck, at the top of his game, and yes, handsome. Every woman liked him. So
Well, some woman wrote a book how she was his side piece.
I believe that.
Apparently, he laid down the best dick game in the world too. Every girl he's had sex was like, it's the best I've ever had.
Well,
It's
all
Bruce
right.
Lee.
He's Bruce
Asian
Lee.
men are pleasers.
That's a good point. So are women though. So it's kind of
We're giving people.
you're great people.
Yeah.
It's a fascinating.
He was a pioneer, and it was acceptable to be essentially derogatory and racist or whatever toward Asian people, certainly in my lifetime. Certainly up through the 80s and the 90s.
I'm not making excuse for it, but
I'm not kidding.
You also got to realize the Japanese, they were our enemy, right? The Pearl Harbor. So
my Taekwondo teacher is Korean. I mean, I remember he would the way people would treat you is just you guys. I mean, you guys are young, but I'm sure you dealt with it. But your
Did you
parents,
deal with any racism,
your parents
Jen?
for sure did. Yeah, of
being
course
in
he did.
Texas, being the biggest
yeah.
Korean in the world, did you deal with a lot of?
I was chubby and small back then, so it was
they-
worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you deal with it, Kat? I feel like no one fucks with Kat.
Where I grew up, I mean, as long as you're willing to fight, it's fine.
yeah.
The Vietnamese, correct me if I'm wrong. A lot of times, Vietnamese and the Cambodians, when they came to this country, would gang up. They'd run in groups, and if you were going to fight them, they were going to fight you.
Yeah, that's the thing. A
they'll-
lot of people who don't interact with Vietnamese people or Cambodian people don't know is that we're small people, but we're feisty and we're down to fight.
Oh,
that's
fuck
the
yes.
biggest thing. We're like little pit
I
bulls.
feel like you
Yes.
don't have the personality to get fucked. Sometimes a personality thing. I feel like no one.
Oh
fucks
no,
with
I never
Kat.
want to fight with anybody. But at the same
you-
time, I think the voice kind of sets people off because they see me and they're like, "Oh, she's young,"
Yeah.
and then I have a deep ass voice, like, "Oh no."
Yo.
The Koreans don't take any shit either. It's the ethnic Chinese. who have done so incredibly well because their culture, and by the way, so have the Chinese, so have the Vietnamese, that they suffered no shortage of racism, but they have crushed it to the point where obviously places like Harvard have a class. The places like Harvard are like, we can't have this many Asians.
I think what else is interesting, there's racism inside Asia.
Of course
like
there is.
Chinese towards Koreans, Japanese towards Koreans.
Well, so this guy, John Glover, or Dan Glover, who was a CIA contractor, when he was talking on this podcast, he was saying, my mother is Korean, his dad's American. When he was, and then he had his buddy who was a Japanese American. His dad was Japanese, mom was Japanese, and she said to him, she's Korean. She goes, "You have to beat him. You have to beat him in every score." Like there was a rivalry just with that. That shit's heavy. That shit. Oh, I'm sorry. Groups, human beings are tribal.
No matter what.
You'll never get rid of the racism. You might get rid of racism. We'll be tribal. We could be the same exact. You could be the same exact. Look exactly the same.
Everyone has teams.
Everybody
White,
has teams.
Black, but there's
Good
teams
luck.
within whites and whites.
Talk to
within blacks and
Nigerians.
blacks.
Talk to a Yoruba and an Igbo. Talk to Igbos about how they feel about Yorubas. Talk to West Indians about how they feel about American blacks. Talk to Africans, people from Africa who come here and how they feel about people, an average black guy from Mississippi. Go ahead, have a conversation, a candid one. Human beings are this way. So this idea that racism is, yes, the systemic racism, yes, we have a legacy of racism, yes, we're dealing with the wreckage of our past 100%. But please understand, human beings are tribal.
I think it's interesting with because of Drew Brees, and you saw Roger Goodell, the owner of the NFL, the commissioner of the NFL, not the owner, but the commissioner of the NFL, come out and he put out a video saying we did mess up, we didn't handle the peaceful protest that he didn't say Kaepernick, but that the players were. I don't know why he didn't say Kaepernick's name; it would have done him so much more justice. But he said, what Kaepernick was doing, the peaceful protest, we didn't handle that. We should have. We apologized. We made mistakes. I mean, they came out right away to get in front of it right away. But what's interesting is you tell me what you do, B. So let's say you're the owner of the Los Angeles Rams, and your starting quarterback wants to take a knee, and let's say it's this coming season. He goes, Bryan, I know you're the head coach or you're the owner of the team. I'm going to take a knee, and you're the owner, and you run a business. Now, and I don't have the answer. I don't know the answer, and I think it's fine. Kaepernick can do what he wants to do. But let's just look at it from bottom dollar standpoint. The NFL, when they went through all that stuff, the views and everything was down 20%. 20% loss. Now, when you're talking about billions and billions of dollars. 20% of billions of dollars is a lot of money. So when politics and people take knees for the flag in the NFL, the viewership is down 20%. What do you do?
So for me,
20%.
So for me, this is what I do. I put all the responsibility on my players in terms of this. You're a free American. Part of what is beautiful about the flag is that you can fly it from your house or you can burn it and not go to jail.
Yep.
And that is endemic to the flag. That is the nature of the flag. If you are a starting quarterback and you feel you want to kneel in front of everybody and deal with those consequences, which are going to be economic consequences. They're going to be social consequences. They're also going to be social pluses. They're also going to be economic pluses. For me, I would take a completely hands-off approach. And I would say,
so you can do what you want.
My players are free Americans. If you want to kneel and protest, which is, if you think about kneeling for the flag, it's actually a rather interesting, because I believe when Kaepernick did it, it was his way of doing it in a very subtle, non-violent way.
It's his way of bringing attention to the...
Right, it's like a sit-in. So for me...
He wasn't kneeling because of America. He was kneeling due to the fact that he thought bringing light to police brutality towards African Americans.
And you told me, I think, that he consulted a Navy SEAL and said, the SEAL said, don't sit. If you take a knee,
yes,
it's more respectful.
Correct.
So for me, Kaepernick was trying to ride that balance. Took a lot of guts. I don't know Kaepernick. I don't know anything about him. But I do think that...
But here's my thing. If I'm the owner and you want to take the stance, the viewership's going down 20%.
Okay, so Kaepernick paid a price for this. Now, I know he made money later on, but Kaepernick was willing to pay a price. He didn't know, And maybe, but there was a gamble regardless, right? So when you do that, Kaepernick took responsibility and said, I'm going to do this.
He lost his job in one way in the NFL, but he also made a lot more money the other way.
Maybe,
taking the stance.
but I bet you he wasn't sure of that. That's never a guarantee. It could have been that he just could have been fucking destitute. Who knows? And then he could have done a speaking tour with liberal colleges or something. But what I respect about it was that the man said, I'm going to take the ramifications, the consequences, come as they may, positive and negative. But this is what I believe. I'm going to kneel. So for me, I'd never make them stay in the locker room.
That was a bad idea.
I would just say, if you want to do that, you're a free American. And the flag is a symbol of freedom. If that's your choice as a free American, go ahead. But understand that there's always a reaction. And understand that reaction is not going to be a positive one for a lot of people. Now, I may take a hit. But the thing about that is I don't know if it's my place to tell even my employees, and I'm gonna, let me capitalize on this for a sec. If I own a corporation or a company, and we're watching a game, and the national anthem's up, and a bunch of people stand, but one person sits, I don't think I should have the right to force him to stand because he works at my company.
Agree.
And I also don't feel like I have the right to penalize him. Because if he's a competent worker, you're not right. Because now I'm penalizing him for his beliefs. But it's a little bit like saying you're an atheist. I can't have you at my house.
He's a little difficult because he's not. Jimmy Garoppolo's a way better player.
Yes. So when I remember what
you know what I'm saying. So as far as X and O's, he's not as good as Jimmy.
Well, now
Garoppolo.
You're talking differently. So now you're talking about competence.
But here's the other thing, B. Yeah. So would you have Chin in here if every time we, just from pure business standpoint, if every time we did current events, Chin picked the worst current events and his take on things dropped the viewership 20%, would you keep Chin around because?
No, because you and I would have to have a conversation with Chin and say, hey, Chin, like the way you and I do. So when I was doing dropping knowledge, for whatever reason, people stopped listening, and we saw that.
Yeah.
So we had to change. We had to adjust, you know? And so I'd say to Chin, we have to adjust because we're losing ratings here. This is weird. Just do a better job. I know it's what you think is good, but we have a different. So we'd have a collaboration.
What about having that same conversation with Colin Kapernick? And
a little bit of a.
I'm saying it's different, but
tough.
Is there a different approach? Because if you, and this is something that Clayton Travis mentioned, I think it's a little bit of a Band-Aid over the problem, but I can see where he's going with it, and I'm gonna give my ideas on it. So he goes, especially during right now quarantine, all this, people wearing masks, which is ridiculous, but everyone doing those things. What if, especially in the NBA, there's not going to be an audience. There's not going to be an audience in the NBA, so you're not going to do the at 6'6" from North Carolina, Michael Jordan, and everybody, just the players are clapping. You're not going to introduce everybody. So you're probably not going to do the national anthem during that. So there's really not an opportunity there to protest or make a stance, do anything. In the UFC, there's no national anthem. There's too many. There's too much. They don't do any of it.
Yeah.
They don't do any of it. So in the NFL, even though it's America's sport, more people watch the Super Bowl than the World Series, Game 7, NHL, MLS, everything combined. More people watch the Super Bowl more than any of that. Super Bowl is king, but the NFL is king by far. They destroy everybody. So if you take away the national anthem, do ratings drop overall, or does it get rid of their platform to take a protest during that time?
Really good question. I personally love tradition, and I love the national anthem, and I love the fact that we play it before games. I absolutely love it.
In the NFL.
And I love my country.
But I love my country too, but you like it at everything you go to?
I don't know.
Every single game?
No, I don't know. I know that's an American tradition for most games, isn't it? When you played ball, did they play the national anthem before you played?
Yeah.
I just personally like it. But I got to tell you, I like it because it symbolizes, again,
but the UFC, do you miss it in the UFC?
No, I don't. This is not new for us. You guys are a little bit too young to remember, but when Herbert Walker Bush, the first Bush, was in office, there was a flag burning debate in this country because some people were burning flags. And
see, I don't fuck with that.
And so George Herbert Walker Bush went and toured a fucking American flag factory and said he had such a great feeling, and personally he wouldn't allow it, but. And then I was at work at Lehman Brothers. I was young, and we were having this huge fight. And some guys were like, "All right, you got your right to burn the flag, then I got a right to crack your fucking head." And I'm like, "Well, guys, you're missing the point. The point is that this is a great
That's what the
country
flag
because we can't.
represents.
It's a great country because you can't prosecute somebody for fucking exercising their right, even if it is unpatriotic in your eyes. And it all goes back to the same thing. When if you start telling people, if you start firing people for kneeling, well, look, there are people who have very offensive political views sometimes, right? So say I'm with a bunch of people and I work with them, and I find out that these two dudes are active members of the Communist Party and actively working, legally, but actively working and doing everything they can, even if they're pushing on the borders of legality, to get rid of anybody who's a conservative, Republican, or a libertarian. They just believe in massive state control and a redistribution of property. To me, that's a very dangerous, destructive idea, Marxism. I can't stand it. But I don't have a right. I have a right to debate them. I have a right not to spend time with them. I have a right to criticize them. But I don't have a right to fire them for their beliefs. Because if we go down that road, now because they could sue me and they should rightfully be able to sue me because they're exercising their freedom of speech and thought.
The NFL didn't fire Colin Kaepernick.
Right.
They went,
right.
He's not playing the best.
Sure.
Ratings are down 20%.
Different subject. You better be careful if you're going to do it, right? Because if you're a superstar,
There'll be repercussions.
If you're
You gotta
Tom
remember,
Brady,
the NFL, they're trying to appeal to the masses.
sure.
And the one thing I think the masses, especially in America, society doesn't get down with is disrespect of the flag.
100%.
I think if you voted on that, if you did,
Let me
poll on
say
that,
something else.
No one agrees with
Right.
that.
And let me say something else. It is within the right of Colin Kaepernick to kneel. It is also within the right of the owner of that team to say, that's not acceptable when you work for my organization. Just like George Steinbrenner said, when you work for the Yankees, you shave. You never have a beard and you keep your hat on. Now, that shit was a dress code. There was a protocol, a corporate protocol that you sign a dotted line on.
Can't have a beard.
Yes. Now, it is also within the rights of that owner, in my opinion, to say, you're fired or
team.
you're benched.
It's
his team. Now, it's also then within the rights of the public, of someone, whoever it is, to say, to picket, to put pressure on him, to even lambaste him or whatever it is and say you're an asshole and all that. It's in your right to protest. Not violently, but you can protest that decision too. So we live in a society where everyone has the ability to exercise their right and even petition their own government, to even organize politically and say to their government, put pressure on politicians to do your bidding.
Now, Adrian Peterson said if they play the national anthem, everybody's going to take a knee.
Adrian Peterson said that?
He goes, we're all going to take a knee.
Okay. Okay, this is America. And so the dance goes. This is not new to our republic, guys. It's not new. None of this is new to our republic. People taken to the streets.
I heard someone say,
tensions.
would it have been a better idea if Colin Kaepernick held a flag and had all the names of the people that were murdered who were unarmed, the black Americans who were unarmed who got murdered, if he held a flag with all the names on it? Would have that done more and got the message more clear?
Maybe that's the maybe.
Because his idea of taking a knee to shine light on police brutality got overshadowed by him disrespecting the flag.
And that was it.
So it would have been smarter
again, a
for him to
miscalculation.
hold it.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Who knows? But
would the 20% have dropped off if he would have done that? I don't know.
I love that we're talking about this, and I'm going to take heat for saying this, but I really believe this in my heart. I think we as a country, and I'm talking about everybody, and I'll make a point for this. I think we are, as white people, forget everybody else. As white people, I think white people are way less racist than they were 20 years ago. Way less racist than they were 30 years ago.
And I think the stats would back you up, right?
Well, the stats would 100 back you up. My kids don't even know what the fuck that is. My children are very aware that the world needs to be a diverse place. Schools have done an amazing job. I was raised in schools. I was raised, and all my friends were, and I know you were too, that you don't ever judge somebody for the color of their skin. It makes no sense scientifically, mathematically, morally. It's a ridiculous way to live. So we have made progress. No thanks to me, but thanks to a lot of people who put their lives on the line and everything else.
And I don't think defunding the police is the answer. You see, Minneapolis.
That's a tricky one, right?
But also, it's also a triggering word for people because defunding doesn't mean you get rid of the police.
No.
You're never going to get rid of the police.
No.
And there's been cities that have defunded police and murder went
the right wing and the left wing wants that. Yeah.
Murder went through the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But remember, when you
But
say
defund also means taking money that you were going to give the police, not getting rid of the police department, taking money from them, put in other stuff like education, homeless, like there's other stuff.
So let me just
It's basically taking the money from the police,
Yes.
not getting rid of the police, but taking money from them, put in other avenues.
let me contextualize
think's
this for
gonna
people.
help the
This
economy.
is not defunding the police is not new. This idea is not a left-wing idea. It's actually a lot of right-wing, a lot of conservatives, libertarians actually believe in this too. Not because they don't want a strong police force, because the police unions are very, very strong, very good at organizing, and they get very good benefits because they're very politically active. They're very politically active in local elections and stuff. Both sides, when you're a mayor and you're a governor, you have to allocate $1 billion in the budget or more to the LAPD. When you defund by $150 million, what we're really talking about, and this has been floating around, this is always tried, but it's politically precarious, but this is an opportunity. You want to take those programs, put them into boys and girls clubs. You want to take those programs and put them in crime, drug prevention programs. A lot of those programs are underfunded, where the police, because they're a very strong union, organized, that's sometimes, I'm sorry guys, and I have a lot of respect for the cops, it's a little overfunded, and you know it. And in fact, when you look at pension plans, and you can retire at 45 with full benefits, and your whole family can, a lot of times, some towns don't have that tax base to support that over and over. And if you disagree with me, please see Stockton, California, and I can give you a whole list of fucking
But
towns.
defund the police in LA, New York, certain areas, it's a bad idea, because if you think you have a problem now with cops, if you defund these cops, so that means maybe now if you don't have those incentives and they don't have those 401ks and those plans when they retire, you're not going to get the smartest, brightest cops becoming cops.
Yeah.
You're going to get some bad apples in there. So if you have
I
a
don't
problem
think
now,
people
you're gonna have
realize.
some problems.
I don't think people realize, number one, how hard that job is, how well a lot of cops do, how different it would be if we didn't have such a professional police
But also,
force.
when you say how hard it is, that's the reason why they have those retirement plans. Do you want to do what they want to do? There
Well, I
should
think
be
some
some
people
sort
like
of
our
compensation.
buddy Yosef Azim loves to be a police officer. He's one of the best people I know, and you know.
My father-in-law retires in 4 years. He's been a cop for 30 years.
Yeah, and I'm sure he's a great cop.
But he also risks his life every day. So
Yes.
to defund those guys, you're going down a weird road.
it's a very this is a very
especially in markets like LA
Yeah.
and New York.
Yes, this is a really. I don't like the words defund. Defund police. It automatically gets all of us kind of like, wait a minute, what? It sounds very radical.
I'm going to go buy guns.
Yes, what I would suggest is defund the police means that the cops are allocated a lot of money politically.
Not in Minneapolis. Minneapolis is talking about defunding and just taking
That's
away
a
the
very
cops.
that now you got a city council full of very liberal, very probably not the smartest people on the planet who are really seem
Emotional.
To be yeah, and what are you going to do? You want to take so there's a reason police forces are in place. These people know things. If police forces and cops, they study crime like science, and they use technology. And these police officers, they know shit. It's just like anything else. They know shit that you would never even think about.
Yeah, but also
if you've been a cop as long as your father-in-law for 30 years,
Yeah.
he knows shit that you and I have there are nuances and details. If you want to rethink it, you want a city council to rethink it.
But think about who's saying
luck.
a lot of celebrities like John Legend and his wife are like, let's defund the police, let's do this. But
I don't give a fuck about them.
But,
okay?
but hold on. So they're saying this, let's defund. They're not going to be affected by it at all because they're hiring private security and off-duty police officers that protect their
No
house.
shit.
So
No shit.
Let's defund the police so
Yeah.
they can't help out.
I don't give a fuck about Hollywood celebrities, and if they're talking, including probably me, and I'm not a Hollywood celebrity. If Hollywood celebrities like John Legend and Christy Teigen are talking, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I don't listen
their
to
vote
them.
almost shouldn't count.
It doesn't count.
Well, because they're in Beverly Hills, and then they're saying defund police, but it's not gonna affect their lives at all because they're hiring private security, which most of the time are off-duty police officers.
If you're a fucking politician and you got and everybody starts Beyonce and Jay-Z and John Legend and fucking Robert Downey Jr., whoever it might be, comes out in support of you, it might be the worst thing for you because Americans immediately go, those people don't live my lifestyle. You're in cahoots with a bunch of Hollywood celebrities sipping $5,000 bottle of wine. Get the fuck out of here. You don't know my problems, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And usually it works against them.
But you're also not going to have to deal with it.
Huh?
They're not
I
going to feel
can't
it.
stand Hollywood.
Yeah.
I can't stand how fickle it is. It was transgender. It was Me Too. It was COVID, and now it's fucking racism. These people are like, you never see a cat chasing a light beam.
Yeah.
You ever see how they trip?
It's a new color. It's the new color of the week.
Like that. Like that. So I don't give a fuck about these fickle people. I don't give a fuck because they go with whatever's popular. They don't have any. They don't really.
They don't have a backbone.
They don't fucking have a backbone. Get the fuck out of here. I don't get. Hey, make me fucking laugh, sing songs, dance, do what the fuck. You know that's what we do. Don't start getting too. You're too self-involved.
Shut up and dribble.
No, I like this
saying shut
idea.
up and dribble?
No, you have your right. You have your right. You have your right to say whatever you want. But I wish Christy Teigen and fucking John Legend had given. Instead of giving money to bail out protesters, I wish they had given money, that $200,000, to a small minority-owned business to bail them out. That would
Or
have
to
been
a
cool.
poor family.
Something.
Who really needs it.
But that's their right. That's their right. It's my right to criticize them. It's their right to do it. I literally just had my Omaha steaks.
So you know what you should get your dad for Father's Day?
What?
Some beef for his mouth.
I had some for my mouth.
Did you
yesterday.
deep throat a tenderloin?
I had they had the jumbo franks, which frankly were delicious.
Oh, did you take
I
a
had
frank
those.
down? Take a
Don't-
couple franks
Relax.
down?
I don't like where you're going with this. And I had the steaks. I have to say the steak I had was a filet mignon.
Oh.
Even though they said they didn't say it was filet mignon, but it looked like a filet mignon. I ate that. It was delicious.
Oh my god!
It's a family-owned company, and they'll actually send it to you in a box. They send it in a big styrofoam box, and I got an apple pie, potatoes au gratin. I got 4 hamburgers, 6 hot dogs, I think, 4 steaks. It was unbelievable. So it was really, really good. Now they got a limited time Father's Day offer, so you can go to omahasteaks.com, enter the code FIGHTER in the search bar, save 55% on the gift Dad will love. For $79.99, your gift will include basically all the meat. If you paid for that in a restaurant, realistically, it would cost you
$500,000.
It would cost you at least $500 actually.
Dude, for 4 naturally lean top sirloin steaks,
Hand carved and aged for at least 21 days for tenderness and flavor. Just had one last night. Delicious.
it's all right. 4 premium boneless chicken breasts, 4 gourmet jumbo franks.
Or
all right?
kielbasa sauce.
Oh my
Just,
god!
yeah.
A package of savory all beef meatballs for your mouth. 4 perfectly browned potatoes au gratin. 4 made from scratch caramel apple tartlets, tart.
Kind of delicious.
And the Omaha Steak signature season packet. You get all that in this Father's Day gift set. Dad will get all this meat in his mouth.
Plus a free pound of steak cut bacon.
Oh my God, your dad's gonna freak out.
Oh, less than $80. Do it. That's actually a great gift.
Oh my God, $80, man. $79.99. The Father's Day gift that keeps on giving. Go to omahasteaks.com. Type in "fighter" in the search bar and save 55% when you send the summer sizzle pack for $79.99 and get a free steak cut bacon with your order.
It's delicious.
Don't wait. Go to omahasteaks.com. Type "fighter" in the search bar to order the summer sizzle pack for Father's Day.
I said it's delicious.
Back in?
My head's underwater and I'm feeling. Fuck. My head's underwater and I'm
please stop.
feeling.
You missed some good
fine.
UFC fights this weekend, though.
I know.
Dude, can I tell you? I went fucking 6 to 12. My dick did because I'm so excited about Phoenix this weekend.
I am too, brother. Come on, give me a pound on that, brother. Hey, brothers. Hey, is our other brother going to be there?
Jay Schaub's definitely.
Brothers. The brothers are back. The brothers are back together, huh? Getting our cocks out in that fucking Airbnb, the 3 of us, and then we're like, hey, Malik, hey, fucking Chappelle, pull out your dicks.
Put your panther tails in the mix.
Yeah, and then we got all our dicks out, just running around drinking beer, laughing, pushing each other down.
I don't drink beer, but yeah.
Yeah, you drink whiskey, pushing each other down. You're like drunk, and you're like, I'm fucking drunk. And we're like, run for the bear.
Oh,
And we all
no.
run for the bear.
Bukkake on the baby ostrich.
No. Now,
Open up, baby bird.
you know the second
Open
best
up, baby
athlete.
bird.
You know the second best, maybe the best athlete in that house is. I know you think it's Brent Schaub. Chappelle's 235 and can do backflips and double backflips.
I know, that's crazy. How much money do you play a pro athlete?
I'm just
Just
saying.
give me a number estimate. How much money do you make as a pro athlete?
I'm just saying.
Okay. But then Malik, how much money did he make as a pro?
He had 190 amateur fights.
Amateur.
I'm saying, dude, don't teach. Don't sleep
Malik,
or
you know
teach.
I love you. Chappelle, I love you. Well, Papa played with the big boys. Papa swam with the great whites.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot about
They were on slip and slides.
I said to
Grandpa.
Brent one time, I go, we were talking about this guy who's fucking like tough to me. He's like fucking. I go, how would you do against him?
Oh, it's so
And
annoying.
he gets in my face. We're walking.
So
and he just starts, he goes, I don't know, Bryan. I imagine I do really well because I fought for a living. He never competed once. He stood there and stared at me. I was like, oh, I forgot about that. Oh, I forgot about that detail.
But you're not in the conversation. You've never competed.
The moral of that story is don't ever put your face in my face like that again.
Okay.
I'm glad I found.
I'm sorry, baby ostrich. Have you seen the videos of Phoenix? It is popping. They show like the clubs and the bars. It's popping out
can't
there.
wait.
And then we just got. That's one of the reasons I brought up. I just got a text from our agent. Goes, good news. Phoenix opened up even more. So we had all 6 or 7 shows are sold out, and we're at I think 260 capacity. They upped everything to 300. So every show added 40 tickets. So
Yes.
get tickets right now, Phoenix.
Yes. Come on.
Hit buy now for me, Chin. Let's see if they updated it, because you couldn't get any tickets. We have 3 shows on Saturday.
San Antonio.
I think all of them opened their tickets. Yep,
Looks
you
like
can
it.
get them now.
By the way, San Antonio, LOL. Hey guys, LOL. Do me a favor. Don't say I'm going to be there in August on your website. Since I'm going to be there June 25th, 26th, 27th. Maybe change your website. So they buy tickets. I got to piss out of my dick. I mean, So what you did when you were 17 is you can never run away from when you were 50. Because you're the same person. You fucking
Papa,
zeros.
you gonna wear a beanie out in Phoenix? You know your little head's gonna burn.
Well, I don't look good in hats. So that's
No, wear a beanie, dude. So
that
you look
causes
like
a
Joe
problem.
Pesci. You look like a
No, my neck is thick. Don't say that.
No, you look like Joe Pesci when
No.
his head gets burned.
I roll, and if I wear a beanie, it's going to be a tasteful beanie that's going to make
That's
my
what I'm
neck
saying.
look
Wear
even
it so your
thicker.
little head doesn't get burnt.
No,
baby bird.
don't call me that. I don't like the way you're talking. It's making me angry. The actor served 45 days of a
What
tear
is it? Are we in current events already?
We can do this one first, just
All
real
right, do
quick.
it, Chin.
So Kat and I were just talking about this past thing with Mark Wahlberg.
In
where-
1988.
What's going on?
1988.
Well, 1986 was the first one.
So what happened?
So he posted about George Floyd, and this is his post right here.
The murder of George Floyd is heartbreaking. We must all work to fix the problem. I'm praying for all of us. God bless. Okay.
And then
Hashtag
people-
Black Lives Matter.
Okay.
People recalled when he used to do racist things back when he was younger, and it's kind of it's pretty bad.
In 1986, when he was 15,
15.
Court documents state that Wahlberg was among a group of white boys who harassed a group of black 4th graders in Boston who were on a field trip to a beach by chasing them down the street, throwing rocks, shouting racial slurs. Case 15, carry on.
1988.
15 years old.
In 1988, a separate, more severe incident occurred when he did time behind bars for being a
Vietnamese shopkeeper.
rendering
And
unconscious,
was he
shouting their slurs
16
at him
here or 17?
over a case of beer. The actor served 45 days of a 2-year sentence. He has since apologized. What's the problem here? I mean, he's young and made stupid, horrible mistakes.
Yeah, when he was
he's
17.
40-something now.
And he was a Boston kid. Okay,
Yeah.
and now, no, how old is he? 50 now? Cool. So whatever you did,
Oh, see, here's the problem, though. This comment, which who gives a flying fuck about comments, but I don't really care who he is. It doesn't make him any exception. If you're racist, you're always going to be racist.
No.
wow.
There's
I
the
hate
problem.
that.
Wow.
I
Well,
hate
there's
that.
the problem.
What a
Then why are we
dumbass.
marching to change everything?
They're so
if you
stupid.
think
They're
people
so
can't change
stupid.
their mind, why are you marching?
And for him to want to erase that, I just think it's wrong. Kristen Atwood, you're a dum-dum. One of the victims of Wahlberg's 1986 attack. Get the fuck out of here. It's just that you're a fucking dummy.
But what so they want him to lose his career now?
Of course. There's no apology. What you did at 15 when you were a minor, before you could vote or anything, you should be punished for the rest of your life, Brendan. Why don't you just kill him? It's the same thing. But these are morons. These people are so stupid. They're literally of
But didn't you learn from Drew Brees? So Drew Brees makes that thing where he goes, disrespecting the flag. You messed up there. And then he's like, oh shit, I didn't realize it. Educate himself. It's like, I messed up there. Issues an apology. His teammates like, all right, that's fine, even though everyone still wants to kill Drew Brees. Then Trump goes, I wish Drew Brees didn't apologize. Then Drew Brees goes at Trump like, no, you're misinformed. I was misinformed. You're misinformed. So now he's a much bigger advocate for Black Lives Matter than if you made him the enemy and he lost his job.
because he learned something and he got a perspective.
open-minded.
He got a perspective because you can change. You fucking dummies. But we shouldn't be talking about morons like this because they're so stupid. They're so stupid and they don't like people and they don't want change. What they want, people love having an enemy. If you take an enemy away from certain groups and activists, they don't have anything to do. They lose their job. They need racists. And if they can't find racists, they will make racists of people. This is what happens. If you are an activist and that's your entire identity, and take a look at some of these activists, they're not stable people.
They're also not happy people.
They're a mess. They never get laid. I'm not saying activists are all this way. I'm saying that when you see these people who are just unforgiving, they're not all there. These people are psychologically very questionable, and they're cruel, and they're not good people. So they're going to find their whole identity is wrapped around this fight. Take the fight away, it's a big problem. It's exactly like in a revolution when you have a militia and they start. What happens after every revolution, with the exception of the American Revolution? They they break up into two factions and they start fighting for power. That's exactly what happened.
Foot to foot, bro. Foot to foot, baby bird.
No, my feet are pretty big.
What's up, baby bird?
My hands and my feet, tires, bro.
Well, no, you wear a 9.5.
I wear 10.5.
Tiger wears a 9.5.
I wear 10.5.
You wear 9.5.
I wear 10.5.
9.5, Papa.
I wear 10.5. Say it again.
Baby bird.
You got to be careful because I'm loose
bird.
and I feel like I might go surf and turf.
I'll fuck you up Monday if you want. Fuck up Monday.
Nah, it's not fuck up Monday. It's counter.
Slap
it's
the
counter.
old bird around Monday.
It's counter you Monday.
Choke the bird out Monday.
It's counter you Monday, fuckface.
Choke the old bird out.
Watch your tone for real.
Hey, I'm gonna lock you out of the house in Phoenix.
You lock me out of the house, and I'll tweet that you're a racist.
Hey,
yeah, I said it. Sorry.
Right, dude. I'll lose all my jobs.
I had to go there. You called me a racial slur.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lock you out of the house. See you fry in the sun, baby bird.
Racist.
What else you got?
I think it's also important to note that back in 2016, this was actually something that resurfaced for Mark Wahlberg as well, because he was trying to become an honorary cop or something, and he needed a pardon for the attack against the Vietnamese shop owner. And they actually tracked down the owner and asked him about the situation. The owner said that there were a couple things that were wrong in the media. People said that Mark Wahlberg blinded him in one eye during the attack.
I heard that too.
But it actually isn't true. He was blinded when he still lived in Vietnam, when he was serving in the army.
There you go.
And he also says that Mark Wahlberg at the time was a young kid and that he personally forgives him. He's like, we all deserve a chance to change.
But that's all that matters.
Grow.
That guy was involved directly with the situation.
Yeah. So if he...
And also Mark Wahlberg made Invincible, so chill.
It's like George Floyd's brother who said, George Floyd's brother said, I'm the one who's dealing with this. If I'm not doing violent shit, what are you all doing? And he screamed, educate yourself. So
Rodney King did that same thing too, remember?
Yeah.
He went on the news.
That's right.
But that was the beginning. Catching
All right.
shit on video.
Okay, this was submitted by RJ Murray 666 on Twitter.
What?
So the Chinese
Baby boy's gonna get even better looking?
Yeah.
Chinese scientists have found a way that's currently in the works for them to cure cauliflower ears non-surgically.
How?
And let me see, where is it? Right here. So it says that the technique involves a digital micromirror device and bioink, which is made up of cartilage cells and different chemicals. It's injected to the back of the ear.
After 20 seconds, the ear began to take form. It may provide a surgery-free option for humans with this condition who often undergo surgical implantations at the risk of injury. More broadly, this 3D printing technique may open a new avenue for non-invasive. Cool. Wow.
3D printing.
I don't know if I would do it. I don't know. It's kind of a badge of honor.
But people already know you have them or you had them.
Well, it's like Bryan getting his lids done. It's like, it's ridiculous. You know?
Can you wear AirPods?
No.
See, that might be a
That's
reason
why when I post pictures on my bike room, it's like, dude, I thought you had money, dude. You're still wearing wires. I'm like, yeah, I like the wires, dude. I hate AirPods. They fall out. I lose
that's
them.
Ridiculous. You use wires? Still for real? Hey, bro, the new iPod
and I'm
Pros.
4 times richer than you, and I still wear
Don't
wires,
say you're
dude.
4 times richer. The iPod Pros, just because my show got canceled, it's actually I'm not happy about a lot of stuff right now, and that hurt my feelings.
Got him 4 times richer.
Like nothing hurts my feelings, and that made me
cringe.
I don't want to do the podcast anymore. Like I don't want to do the podcast.
But you have to. The thick boy won. The thick boy won. I've been suppressed for so long.
Oh, fuck.
It's okay, Brian.
Praise Elon Musk.
No, I'm sulking.
I'm sorry. What were you saying about my money?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, you talking about AirPods? I can't wear them because they loop. They don't fit my ear.
iPod Pros have the plastic and they stand. Yeah.
They have the plastic that wraps around.
What does it matter?
Doesn't work, dude. Because when I'm on the trails like this,
Nothing matters.
they fall out.
Yeah, I can't afford a bike.
What else you got? That's cool. I don't know if I do it. Like I said, I had the opportunity to go on the bot show and they were going to fix it. Listen, I had 2 surgeries on this ear because it got so big when I was fighting. They said it could come off in a fight.
Jesus.
So I had surgery.
It could come off?
It's by far. Yeah, it happened to Leslie Smith. I've had by
Let me
far,
see it.
and this is my worst one. I think the guy was a fan. It might have been a dentist. He was a big fan. He's like, oh, I can figure it out. I'm like, have you done it before? He's like, no, but it's pretty up front. I can do it. And then I remember him taking off and being like, dude, this is awful. So he slit open all the blood. And
Is it dentist?
I'm pretty sure. But he slit it open with a knife. That felt good. My ear was out to here. Split it open. It all oozed out. He packed it with like stuff, stitched it up. I went about my business for about 3 or 4 weeks. Unstitch it, took the stitching out. Well, clearly, I mean, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
Because the body goes, oh, there's a void. We got to fill it with fluid, which is what happens.
Sure.
And then it hardens. And now my ear's super fucked up.
Yeah, you're supposed to have it drained, right, with a syringe?
That doesn't work.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to drain both of them after practice all day. Fuck. And my elbow all day.
Elbow's nasty.
I had a titty on my elbow when I fought Chris Tushisher.
Fuck. I got that.
I remember I was in the back with Greg Jackson. I had this huge titty. I was trying to drain it before. And I go, what am I going to do? I mean, how am I going to throw elbows? And Greg Jackson goes, what? Or how am I going to throw elbows? He goes, have you ever thrown an elbow in a fight? I go, no. He goes, who gives a fuck? I went, yeah, you're probably right. He goes, take that needle out of your elbow. I went, all right.
I got the exact same thing when I was wrestling.
Nope.
This giant fucking tit. Yes, I did.
Don't do that.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And I thought I was done,
Oh,
but it
no.
didn't. But I didn't do anything. You know what my coach?
And then did the whistle blow and you guys got orange
I never
slices?
forgot. My coach goes, sugar. He goes, sugar. That thing blew up like a fucking basketball. I was like, oh. I fought through it though.
Then did your mom go, sweetie?
Wrestle on a broken ankle too.
Again, high school.
I don't know. I can't remember if it was high school or college. Dude.
What else you got?
Wait, is your left ear heavier than your right? Does it feel that way?
No, it doesn't. Let me answer the question. No, Chin.
Well, there's more stuff that's solidified, right?
It's definitely weird, yeah.
Yeah. Come on. If it solidifies, it's some weight to it.
Oh, nothing's better than the dad joke when someone goes, does it affect your hair? And I go, huh? Classic. Dad joke.
Okay, so last week, Dwayne Johnson went onto Instagram and he posted a 8-minute long IGTV video talking about the George Floyd situation, as well as like basically asking where's the president during this time when we need somebody to unify us as a country.
Agree.
Yeah, I agree
It
with
was
that.
very positively received by the internet, and UK bookmakers actually did a survey and they found that he is the 3rd most popular option for president behind Donald Trump and Joe Biden.
It's just a
Wow,
popular
that-
opinion, but yeah, it's The Rock. But what Rock doesn't know about politics, you know? Not that Trump does, but
Well,
he knows more about the
I
Rock
do
does.
wish Trump would be a little more unifying.
Me too.
Fuck,
It's
man.
really
He's just
dividing us.
hopeless.
Yeah.
Like, he's just divisive as hell. It's like, dude.
But hey, didn't we? You can't have a celebrity as your president.
He
of the
said
United
he's
States.
thinking about it, not for 2020, but he says that
Dude, just-
Schwarzenegger
after
was
learning
governor,
about
Just
politics,
make
he
Jumanji
wants-
19.
Wasn't Schwarzenegger 2-term governor, I think? Or was it 1-term? I think it was 2-term governor.
2-term, I
I
thought.
think 2-term.
So, Ronald Reagan was a movie star.
But none of them Arnold was, but The Rock?
I think the only reason why Arnold didn't run for president is because he
He's not
is a
American.
natural born
Yeah.
That's right.
citizen.
Yeah.
That's right.
Otherwise, he would have.
He always had aspirations to be governor.
Mm-hmm.
That guy is phenomenal.
Would you vote for the? I don't know his political
Would I vote
beliefs.
for the Rocks? I have to.
Can you believe we're talking about this?
Yeah,
Would you
This is
vote for
crazy.
the
This
Rock?
This is our.
That's where we're at.
Yeah. Yeah.
I tell you what, I'd vote for the Rock over Biden.
Oh, so would I. He might be at least he's a
That's
very
fair.
effective.
You know
human
what?
being.
I get it.
Very smart guy. Probably learn on the job.
Is Oprah running?
Maybe.
I vote for
Elon Musk.
I feel like Oprah, Elon Musk. I feel like these people are very practical at getting a job
Would you vote
done.
for Mark Cuban,
I would in a heartbeat. Yeah, probably.
even though he was a real snitch during Corona?
I don't know what his politics are. I don't know
That's
enough.
the problem, though,
but I like that he's an economic stud. I like that he's made 2 businesses work and done very well managing a sports team. And was he the PayPal guy, or what was he? He made his fortune in tech, but this is a man that knows his
HDNet.
shit. Yeah. So anybody who's that good at
It
two
doesn't
things
make you a good president of the
means
United
you're a good
States.
manager. A good manager. You're innovative. You think outside the box.
I
think
don't like how he
that's
started
pretty
snitching on everybody, though. He was the biggest bitch during the...
Really?
Oh, yeah. Giant bitch.
good. A lot of people just got
Also,
really
I don't like how he
afraid.
had all the Botox on his face. That's annoying.
Did he?
Oh, yeah.
He's a vain guy because he kind of was in the limelight. Probably didn't get a lot of girls growing up. There's all that stuff that
Would you
goes
vote
on.
for Dana White?
No.
Why not?
I think
He
Dana...
made a $4 million business to a $2 billion business.
I just wouldn't.
To your point,
Yeah, Dana's would probably be a little bit too much like Trump.
why? Because they're best friends?
Yeah, he would. Dana is the guy who goes there are things that I like about him. Where that New York Times guy was giving him a hard time, he goes, I don't give a fuck what that guy thinks, and that's great. But Dana is proudly it says that he just never reads, not even long text, and
Yeah.
that worries me. It's not that Dana's not smart, and not that Dana isn't effective.
Do we know how much
Manager.
The Rock's read? I don't
We
think
don't.
he's very well
we
read.
don't. We don't. So I don't
I
think.
can't believe we're
I don't
having this
think-
a legit discussion.
I don't think
debate.
that Dana.
The Rock, Dana White,
It's not
or
that
Mark Cuban.
There's a lot I like about Dana. I just
Well,
I don't
smart
think
people
he's a
don't run for
president.
politics, though.
Well, because what happens is journalists try to uncover all your dirt, all the skeletons in your closet, all the stuff you were doing when you shouldn't have been doing it.
But it's
'cause you
also an
were married.
exhausting job, and the smartest minds don't run for politics.
Yeah, that's true. You've got to be usually in
Give you a
politics
special-
and stuff. You got to be really into power.
What else you got?
Okay. A photo of Kendall Jenner has been circulating, and a lot of people have been giving her shit on it because somebody took this photo and they actually edited a piece of like poster paper that says Black Lives Matter along with a black face mask. And if you click on the photo in the shadow, you clearly see that there's nothing there.
Maybe I'm getting older because someone sent me this, and I was like, I don't see the problem. Well, now I see the problem.
Yeah, so somebody online took this photo, edited it, so it
There's
looks
also all
like...
white people behind her.
Yeah, this is a super old photo of her from, I think, Instagram. Someone
so
edited
just
it,
put it on there, yeah.
and
But why
it
would
started
she do
circulating.
this? Like, they're the queens of
think-
social media.
I think-
Why
No,
would
she
they-
didn't post
Somebody
it.
did this.
Oh.
to her.
People are giving her shit saying that, oh, she's doing this to pretend like Black Lives Matter. A couple days
Oh,
before,
she didn't do it.
she didn't do it.
She's so
and so she
cute.
was getting a lot of shit for. On top of this, the day that a lot of people were posting about George Floyd, she posted up a AirPod sponsorship that she had. So a lot of people were already giving her shit for this. When this came out, people continue to give her shit, that so much so that she had to come out because a lot of verified accounts started to give her shit about it too, and she had to say, I didn't post it, somebody edited an old photo of me to make it look like I'm protesting Black Lives Matter when you can clearly see that it's fake. She says that she does.
And this isn't even a joke, but it's well documented. The Kardashians are very pro-black.
Yes.
Well, they like
Every
black
inch.
guys.
They like every inch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. So, I mean, are we going to give her a hard time now too? Like, this is so hilarious.
But her not knowing like the temperature of the society and posting during the George, did she post on Black Tuesday?
No, I think she posted it the following day.
It's tough,
Or,
man.
like,
Because like
the
I was
day
like,
right before.
oh, do I or can we only post about the protest? Like even the water was a little murky. I was like,
Yeah,
do you
a
post
lot-
like fun? Can I post the podcast? Is it racist if I don't? I didn't know what to do, you know. And then I just went, you know what? I'm staying off. I'm out.
Yeah, I worry.
It's so
I'll
negative
tell
right
you
now,
what
I'm out.
Well, I tell you what I worry about. I worry that we are and I think it's going to die down. But I worry that this momentum takes on such a fervor that if you're not 100% on board with everything Black Lives Matter, you lose your job. You there's no room for nuance at all. There's no room to even ask questions. Do what we say.
You know what that's going to do? Make more people more racist.
For every reaction, there's a.
It's going to make the country more
every
divided.
action. There's a reaction. and it's not healthy.
Because if those people are on the fence, where maybe they grew up with racist family members and they're on the fence right now, and you shun them and go, get what the fuck, dude? Then they're gonna go they're like, man, my grandfather was right, and they
Americans
go all
will figure it out. Americans always default.
I
to
hope
the
you're right,
center.
Brian, 'cause the world's on fire.
You can't be this. Americans figure it out. Black Americans, white Americans, we're in this dance. It is what it is. Thank you. No, you're richer now. Don't get off me. I don't like your rich juice on me.
What else you got?
You guys know Alexis Ohanian, right?
I don't.
He's the co-founder of Reddit.
Oh, yeah.
He's been on Rogan's podcast a few
He's
times.
on my podcast.
He's married to Serena Williams.
Oh, okay. Oh, he looks a lot better. I see he lost weight. He was in a documentary she did, and I was like, oh, okay, well,
So
cute kid.
he's doing a big move here. I'll just play it for you.
15 years ago, I co-founded Reddit as a place for people to find community and a sense of belonging. It is long overdue to do the right thing.
He's so rich.
I'm doing this for me, for my family, and for my country. I'm saying this as a father who needs to be able to answer his black daughter when she asks, "What did you do?" So, I have resigned as a member of the Reddit board. I have urged them to fill my seat with a black candidate. And I will use future gains on my Reddit stock to serve the black community, chiefly to curb racial hate.
Great to hear.
And I'm starting with a pledge of $1 million to Colin Kaepernick's Know Your Rights camp.
That's cool.
I believe resignation can actually be an act of leadership from people in power right now. And to everyone fighting to fix our broken nation, do not stop.
He's a good guy.
Pretty powerful,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's cool.
Alex is a good guy.
That's cool.
All right.
I can't help but think, do you think he's a little light in the ass for Serena Williams?
That's all I think about.
He's super,
the only
super
thing
tall.
I think about.
He's not tall.
He's not that tall.
I've spent time.
What? No way.
He's not that.
I could have sworn he was
My height,
really, really
Bob.
tall.
It's my height.
Maybe
wow.
he's working with something we just don't know.
He might have that big old.
He's
Reddit hog.
Armenian, and Armenians have got dicks on him. That's not
6'5".
He's 6'5".
It's pretty tall.
That's tall.
I met him. I didn't remember him being that
Well,
tall.
you're lying.
You know what? I had him on the podcast. Maybe I didn't meet him. Maybe he just did the podcast.
Hey, Papa.
He did the Bryan Callen show.
He never did. Brian.
Oh, he's a big guy. Yeah, he did.
He never did it.
Yeah, he did. He did.
No,
He did.
never in person.
No, I guess we did it by.
You're lying.
Yeah, I remember him being small.
Yeah, maybe that was a guy from Reddit.
Look at him there, though. He's 6'5". That's a big guy. All right.
Well, she's 5.
He's got a. Oh, he's fine though. He's got a piece on him.
You know what? He's not lying the ass.
He's not lighting the ass at all. Isn't there another guy?
You had somebody else on. You know, Jim can research
I'll ask
it.
Hunter. Hold on, I'll ask Hunter who I had
Dude,
on.
you should bring that show back. People are dying for it.
Go fuck off, man. I don't like you, man. Hold on.
I mean, the fans are demanding that to come back. God, his hair's real fresh.
He's got great hair.
Dude, you should see my dad's hair right now.
What does it look
Ponytail?
like?
Ponytail.
Nice.
He looks like a VIP member of the Grateful Dead. I'm sending a picture of my dad while Brian's
Sweet.
texting his friend.
I'm gonna say 99% we did.
It seems like someone that would be on that show too.
Yeah, we did. But I guess he didn't come in. 6'5". That's no
Skype.
joke. He's 6'5", and he's a big Armenian guy. He's plenty man for her.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at that sitting on his lap. Yeah.
Dude, you should see wait till you see my dad's hair. My daddy refused to cut his hair till he sees his grandson. My dad looks like he's been a Grateful Dead member since the 70s.
I mean, I'm 6'5", so that's why I said he's. I just slouch.
Yeah, you never had him on there.
She
though.
is. Yeah, we did. No, I'm sure we
Yeah, I
did.
know.
See if he's a Reddit. Is he from Washington D.C. and a Redskins fan?
Washington D.C.
Yeah.
and
If that's the case, I definitely had him on. 100. Watch this. He bought his dad's season tickets. I asked him what he did with his money when it went public or whatever, when he sold the stock.
He is.
University of Virginia.
Yep.
Oh, he's from
No,
New
he's from New York. Close though, dude.
Hold on. He's a Redskins fan.
Let me just type in his name in Redskins.
Early life.
Yep, it popped up.
Let's
Yep.
see.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, I had him
Redskins fan who founded
Yeah,
Reddit.
we had him on. Oh, yeah, we had him on. I had a long conversation. Very nice guy. Very good guy.
You say you're short though. You're 6'5".
I thought I had him on, but we had him on. You know what I mean? Like, had him call in.
All right, photos coming up in a sec.
Maybe he's growing his hair out for the quarantine, which a lot of people are doing.
Yeah, that's good hair.
His hair is really nice.
I mean, you know, it's not mine. That's your dad.
Nice.
And your dad's hair is very gray.
Silver.
He has great hair, though.
Oh, dude. Yeah, he's
great hair.
64.
Wow.
Put that bitch in a ponytail.
Does your dad dye his hair sometimes, or
No. Never.
Well, hey Jay, do you have to hog the camera, dude? Jesus Christ! I mean, can we get those teeth filed flat instead of like?
That's their cars, though. They went on a 3-hour drive. That's
I've
my
seen
Papa's.
dollar
That's Jay's
I've
there.
seen dollar teeth on a fucking shark. Look at that,
Shark Eyes Dolphin.
man. What's with the smile, bro? Calm down.
Should be Shark Eyes Shark Teeth.
I'll tell you what. That's exactly what it should be.
Sharked up.
That's a beautiful area, wherever that is.
Azerbaijan.
That's Denver.
Jay does kind of give me that, like, Finding Nemo shark vibe, though. Like the
Yeah,
friendly
a little
sharks.
bit.
Oh, he'll just sit there and stare. He just sits
He was,
there.
he was
Smile.
real quiet in Houston. I told him, what's wrong with you?
He's just kind of always kind of
Just taking it in. Porsche family, though. Check out the rides. Papa and little Jay shop there. Fucking love Jay's car.
Which one's which? The red?
Jay's is the GT3. My Papa's is the 911.
He has the GT3.
Jay has the GT3.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
And that would be the red one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said,
How dare
you
you
drink
not
whiskey?
push it.
I said that, Jay, I go, you drink whiskey too? And he goes, bitch, please. That fool got his fucking whiskey drinking from me. You think he just picked it up
Bitch,
somewhere?
please.
He was so mad at me. I was like, sorry, man.
Bitch, please.
Especially with his voice, too.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
And
this.
smiling too. So Kat actually told me about
Chris
this.
got a good body. Why wouldn't he be caught? I wish I was built like that.
Yep. So this morning, I saw Chris Cuomo trending, and I didn't know why. Apparently, his wife was on her IG story.
Is she
and
a smoke show?
I assume so. I didn't really get a good look at her, but
I'll look her up after this.
she was doing yoga, and in the back, you can see this, which is
yeah.
Chris Cuomo just butt-ass naked in his backyard.
Hell yeah.
Stud.
It's his backyard. Why not?
Yeah.
Man,
Well, also, like,
Wish we could have
When
saw
you have a
that.
body like that, why not always
I wish
be
we could have
naked?
seen that CNN hog.
and when you have a backyard in New York,
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
point.
He's
He's
a
probably
thick-
outside of New York, right?
I'll tell you a couple things about him. Number one, he's a thick Italian kid. Number two, I know
She's pretty.
Back in the day, I know some people who may have slept with him, and he's got a piece on him. He's doing just fine.
Yeah, he looks like a hard worker.
He's doing very well.
Now, he's no Bruce Lee in the sheets.
I don't know. I've heard otherwise.
but yeah, team no tan lines.
Wow. Good for him.
I've heard otherwise
I don't
from
like-
somebody who might have been my girlfriend too. I don't want to talk about it.
I don't like being naked all the time, especially in the backyard. Like I was swimming with my son yesterday and had to take off the shorts. The neighbors could see you. They
Neighbors
really
could see
wanted
you,
to.
yeah.
They could.
Well, the only reason you don't like that is because you feel as though they're going to be like, "Look at how big his body is."
No,
because
no,
you know, unless
It's
you're
hot.
unless it's hot, then it's hot. It's good.
Papa's
Like
balls
when
were
we took
swaggy.
we took a pee in here together, like we do. And what I said to you, I said, "Your dick's looking all right today. You got a good dick game today."
I peed in the
Little
sink.
hot,
I peed in the sink.
hanging
didn't I?
low,
I
yeah.
peed in the sink.
Yeah, you did.
I always feel like a
You
rebel when I do
peed
that.
in the sink, and Brian washes his
Ass
butt in the sink.
Well,
we're,
not,
we're like Hell's
not here,
Angels.
but you know,
We're basically Hell's Angels.
Basically.
We live
Yeah.
life on the edge.
we live life on the
We're
edge.
Hell's Angels.
We use a sink for washing.
The Hell's Angels are
cracks.
like, what? There's prospects. What else you got?
Just one more. Someone sent this to me.
Chin washes his face. now.
By the way, Antifa was gonna. They said we're gonna march in this place in California, and the Hell's Angels said we'll be there to greet them. They canceled. They canceled their.
Check, please.
Yeah.
All right. So someone sent this in. I'll just play for you.
No.
Oh,
Please be careful.
no.
Please be careful.
oh my God.
It kind of stops right there.
See, that's really scary.
The big game, set, match. Holy fuck.
That's the problem, bro.
That's not the problem. What's he doing? He's just going too fast down that corner?
Probably, and he's not good enough. And I'm sorry to
Jeez.
say this out loud, but
Well, he doesn't have the helmet.
I was
or
going to say,
nothing.
but he also doesn't look like he's been biking a lot.
No.
He looks, I mean, he's a thick boy. Yeah, that's not, not good. Yeah, ha.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he took a little tumble. He looks like he's been missing no meals, no meals. And now he's just sitting there enjoying the view.
Yeah, he lost his bike. He has to
And you're,
walk
by the way,
down.
in the middle of nowhere, so enjoy that hike back.
God.
And this Instagram account's called Busy Wild.
This is a good one. They got a lot of shit.
It's got a few 100,000 followers or something like that.
Is it just
what else
video
they
of
got.
people getting fucked up or what?
I'm not even sure. That's the only one I
Maybe,
saw.
let's see.
Oh, let me see that. Yeah, let me see that
Merry-go-round?
merry-go-round. Yeah, let me see a bunch of dumb.
Those are always good.
Let me see a bunch of
Oh,
fucking
no.
morons on the merry-go-round.
With the
Oh
motorcycle?
no, that's a motorcycle. Well, someone's definitely flying out. Watch.
So stupid.
Oh my God, they're flying.
Oh, I would.
You don't want to do that.
Oh, that kid passed out. Did he pass out? Or he's hanging on like a fucking
Oh.
psycho.
Well, he got hit his head and died.
I know. Oh,
No, he passed out.
he probably passed out for sure.
Yeah, that's
Jesus Christ.
none of that's good.
I'm into this page. What
None of
else
that's
we got?
good. Let's see the golfer, please. Fuck, is that a
No, it's a
chick?
dude. It's
Oh.
a dude.
Let me say that again.
Jesus Christ.
God damn, that's a good.
And he has a mullet. Yeah.
That's
Holy
an amazing
fuck.
shot.
Keep going.
Fuck, that was a good shot.
The house?
No.
Boat?
No.
Motorcycle?
For that, the motorcycle looks like it's gonna be a problem. Let's see that.
Ooh, I see water down there.
I am very nervous about that.
Seems pretty confident.
What's the point?
And you know you're gonna
We
die.
can kind of steer it, I guess.
No, nothing.
Okay,
Let me see that water. What's in the ocean there?
that scares me.
Let's be the last
The
one.
ocean's terrifying. The ocean's fucking.
There's on a couch.
They're on a couch. Was that a couch?
Yeah,
Like
they're
a
just
floating
surfing.
floater couch. That looks like fun.
I'd love to be in the ocean right now. Oh, that's not going to end well.
That's not good.
And that couch
Oh,
going
yeah,
to
it's
hit
a
your head.
inflatable couch.
Oh, okay. That's hilarious.
I was in the water
Is that it,
yesterday.
Chin?
That's it.
Look at that bull.
Oh, no, oh my
wants to see
God,
the
he's
snakes,
thick.
huh?
Hold on, let me
Fucking-
see that soldier with the cobra right there.
That's Thailand.
There's no audio on
please
this
don't
one.
let it- If that thing bites you in the face, you're done.
Why is he doing this?
Because you can figure snakes out.
What the fuck?
Wow.
What a badass.
He's been around it a long time.
Mm-hmm.
He knows that snake. That's why. He knows the snake. He knows the snake, Brennan.
His hand does, yeah.
Still, it's
Wow.
hard to do that. I've done that a couple times.
Well-
What's that barrel thing? No, never mind. That'll be bad.
No.
No,
What about that? Well, look at that down in the green crocodile territory. I don't like that. Don't do that.
When you have
Oh, it's fake.
yeah, it's fair. I remember. It was just like an inflatable alligator.
They're scaring him.
Yeah,
That was a shitty video.
yeah.
Well, now I'm not going to follow that page. Just kidding.
Can I ask you a question?
What? No, I can't.
I'm in the water and a crocodile's coming at me.
Good luck, old man.
You don't jump in.
No, I would, I don't know. You've had a good run, and I got so many more years to go.
Yeah.
And I have 2 kids.
I know.
If I didn't have kids, yeah, I'd probably jump in.
Maybe,
there.
but
now,
maybe not.
they
Crocodiles are
They
bad.
need Papa.
Crocodiles are bad. What would happen if you jumped?
also, what am I
if
gonna
you
do?
landed on a crocodile's head?
He's going to eat me.
You think so?
Yes.
He's not going to be like, what the fuck?
And do you ever see him solo? His brothers are lurking around.
Yeah, they eat you. You're
And
done.
also, you're done.
I'm done, right?
You're done.
I go, oh, my children. You'll be too busy. I know. Never mind.
Yeah, you have so much stuff going on.
Fuck, man.
Well, Arizona, we're opening up shows. So those shows that were all sold out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they have tickets now. 40 tickets per show opened up this Thursday. There's 2 shows. Friday, 2 shows. Saturday, 3 shows, you fucks. Phoenix, Stand Up Live this Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's June 11th through the 13th. Spokane is all sold out, but we are doing the bike club, the first inaugural Thick Boy Bike Club ride, Saturday the 27th. Get the information when you sign up at thickboyride@gmail.com. Salt Lake City, Wise Guys, July 16th through 18th. We're also doing a ride on 18th there. Sign up, get information. The only way you can find out where the ride is at is by sign up at thickboyride@gmail.com. And there you go, man. I can't wait for Phoenix this weekend, dude.
Yes. Phoenix is going to be fantastic. Come see me. Phoenix, obviously, still tickets left. And then San Antonio, Texas, I'll be at the LOL Comedy
You're
Club.
staying at Hotel Emma.
Yep. June 25, 26, 27. I'll see you then, everybody.
All right. This is the Fire Kid. We're out.